Salutations, Queen of Shade coming to you very quickly with kind of a PSA, but a little conversation about something that I feel needs to be said. So I'm just going to say it. Listen, I was at the doctor. Let me set it up first. I was at the doctor's today and, getting my clean bill of health. I see my doctor, primary care physician. My doctor's amazing. And we were talking about what had been happening in my life lately and a lot of loss and, things like that. So we were dealing with that. So I forgot to ask him a question about my sexual health. And then I called this not too long ago, maybe this evening, and we did a consultation over the phone. My doctor is amazing, so he did that for me. And I just needed you guys to know this. You do know that, or ask the question, you guys do know that PrEP is not just for gay men, right? Let me ask that question again. World, straight men, gay men, straight women, gay women, trans men, trans women. Did I cover everybody? Non-binary. Okay. Pan. Come on, everybody. You guys do understand this. This is particularly to the straights. You do understand that HIV is not a gay man's disease or illness. And you do understand that PrEP, which has become a prevention, medication, you do realize that even as straight people, you should be on PrEP, right? I'm just making sure. Just nod your head, because I need to make sure that you guys know this. There have been many of my boys that are gay for pay. So they're straight men and they're gay for pay, whether you agree with it or not. And I've had to school them and let them know, you're sleeping with gay men, you're having, intercourse. You need to be on PrEP. And a lot of them didn't even know that. They're like, what? I'm like, yes, you need to be on PrEP. If you're having sex, period, with anyone, you should be on PrEP. Hold on. When I was younger, I had a favorite uncle. His name was Sidney. My Uncle Sidney was an amazing soul, gifted, brilliant, beautiful, talented, a fighter. He was so many things that I see in myself today. And I remember what it was like growing up in the 80s with him having HIV. And my Uncle Sidney, from what I was told, didn't have HIV. He had full-blown AIDS. And he lived with that for a really long time. And he tried a lot of experimental drugs, things that I saw make him very, very sick, very ill. And then he succumbed to the complications of having that illness in 2006. He was only 40 years old. I am 41. I have been celibate for 12 years. I am also on PrEP, though I've been celibate for 12 years. Because as I was taught, you don't get ready for game day on game day. My Uncle Sidney's legacy, part of it, was to teach me to always protect myself. He knew I would explore. He knew I would have fun. He knew I would indulge. But he always admonished me to have condoms and to be very, very careful about my hygiene when it came to sexual health. Unfortunately, my Uncle Sidney did not see the birth or the inception of PrEP before he passed. But I've been on it for a number of years now, even being celibate. And I was just speaking to my doctor, and my doctor was telling me how unlikely it was for me. Hold on one second. But anyway, I was interrupted because she was pitching me her lemonade stand. So I have to patronize the children. But like I was saying, my uncle, part of his legacy was to ensure that I was always a responsible adult or a responsible partner when it came to intercourse. And he did not get to see the inception of PrEP. He didn't get to see that. And, I don't plan to have condomless intercourse because I just don't trust people like that. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But he didn't get to see that. But I just wanted to make sure all of my ladies that watch, all of my gentlemen that watch that are not gay, I want or gay for pay, I want you all to understand that PrEP is for everyone, not just the gays. Listen, go to your doctors. I was going to go through an online service myself. I went through my doctor. It was cheaper. Go to your doctors and ask, request, if you are having any kind of intercourse with more than one person, you need to be on PrEP. Even if it's one person, you need to be on PrEP. It's another layer of protection. And for me, I need all the layers. I want to make sure I have all the layers, which is why I called today about DoxyPep. I wanted to make sure, and my doctor discussed some things with me about that. So, I just want to make sure the straight community understands that PrEP is for you too. It's for you too. It can save your life. It can save your life. And I just want you to know that I care enough to bring this very sensitive topic up to you. You may not, understand gay rhetoric and gay lifestyle and all those things. But PrEP is for all of us. If you are a human being having intercourse, you need to consult your doctor about PrEP. So I do thank my Uncle Sidney because he put this in me to always be forward thinking and in the driver's seat of even my sexual education. Even when I was under the doctrine of Christianity, at college I was still the guy that taped a bag with a smiley face bag to my door full of condoms. Listen, it's life and things happen. We have urges and things happen. So please understand that straight people having unprotected intercourse, a baby is not the only thing that you can catch. Okay? So please understand that. This isn't going to be long. I've spoken enough about my Uncle Sidney and all. But please understand that a baby is the least of your worries. It can be a lot worse. So make sure you're talking to your primary care physician about PrEP and DoxyPep. Do your research. Google. You should be on PrEP. If you are active sexually, you should be on PrEP. You don't wait till game day to get ready for game day. I love you all. This was a little sex education talk, but I have it a lot with my doctor. He knows everything. So I just wanted to make sure that straight people, pass this message on, people, to your straight sisters, girlfriends, brothers, uncles, cousins, fathers, mothers. Make sure they understand that PrEP is not something for the gay community. PrEP is for anyone to prevent the spread of HIV and AIDS. Okay? I love you. Now I gotta go patronize that little girl's lemonade stand. She came over. Oh, I love you guys. Mwah.
Make sure that you follow the Queen of Shade on all social media platforms. Stay up to date with social media posts, podcast episodes, merchandise drops, and mentoring specials. Serious booking inquiries, use the email provided.